Let's start with that night of appalling violence in Leeds as police cars were overturned and public transport was set on fire, with residents warned to stay home in the suburb of Hare Hills. And joining me now is the former Conservative MP for Morley and Outwood in West Yorkshire, Dame Andrea Jenkyns. Andrea, welcome to the show. A pleasure to see you. Appalling scenes on the streets of Hare Hills last night. Huge tensions. I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, the police response. It seemed to me that the police were very, very standoffish. For example, if that had been a St George's Day parade, if that had been football fans, they'd have absolutely been going in with their batons drawn. The police seemed to run away. What do you make of the police reaction?
Completely agree, Martin. It was plastic policemen on display last night, and it is lawless Leeds. And what upsets me the most is it shouldn't matter about people's religion or background. Everybody should be treated under the same under the rule of law. But that was not the case last night. And also, Martin, it was meant to have been started, apparently, because social services took a child away. Now, surely this demonstrates that they made the right decision, because I, for one, would not want a child being looked after with people who are capable of doing this.
And it was astonishing to see, Andrea, young children joining in this mob violence, throwing scooters, rocks, caving in vehicles, the police just standing off. And then it got whipped up, setting fire to a bus, and then wheelie bins getting thrown in, reminiscent of complete and utter anarchy. I want to ask you about something else, Dame Andrea, if I could, and that is, you know the area. You've been a politician in that area for many years. It's not as simple as saying, the cultural melting pot of Britain. It's one big happy family. You know as well as I do, across Yorkshire, across many parts of Britain, there are tensions between the Roma community, the Asian community. It's not one big happy family as it's painted out by the liberal media, is it?
No, I mean, my seat is 5 miles away. It's the town of Morley and Outwood, so it's a lovely market town. So, but I was a Leeds MP, and you're so right. The multiculturalism is not working, and you cannot force people to adapt to the British way of life, unfortunately. I believe in the old adage, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And the thing is, though, if people are left to get away with this, which they have been, because we've got a Labour West Yorkshire mayor, she's been elected for the second time, Martin. She's more focused on waving rainbow flags and hate crimes than serious crimes like this. If it was me, I would have got the army in there, I would have had the police in riot gear, I would have dragged them off the street to have stopped it escalating. It's appalling behaviour.
And Dame Andrea, you raise a fantastic point there. The political response to this has been strangely subdued. For example, if there are protests about asylum seeker centres in Merseyside or in Dublin, the police and the politicians are straight out to put the boot in, to condemn this unacceptable behaviour. This is not the Britain we live in. We all stand together. Not a peep today.
Completely agree. And also, I think an issue is as well that, look, Starmer's not, our new Prime Minister has not commented. Not all the Leeds MPs have commented on this and trying to relieve the tension. And also, I mean, thankfully, Pretty has come out speaking and showing her concerns, so has Robert Jenrick. But we're not the party of government. So what the heck are the party of government doing about it?
Dame Andrea, I want to ask you about one politician who did wade in, Nigel Farage, and he tweeted, "The politics of the subcontinent are currently playing out on the streets of Leeds. Don't say I didn't warn you." Alex Sobel, the Labour MP for Leeds Central and Headingley, replied very quickly saying, "This is a situation you know nothing about. You're inflaming a situation with misinformation." Isn't it funny how Nigel Farage calling out is inflaming the situation? The situation was already inflamed. The bus was literally in flames.
Completely, Martin. I mean, I've had former constituents contact me about this, actually. You can see I'm away on holiday, getting away from it all, and politics, but I got dragged in with constituents contacting me, actually. And if you look at the Morley Facebook groups, they're saying actually what Nigel Farage is saying, that, you know, this is multiculturalism that is not working, unfortunately. And also with the two-tier policing system. People are not racist for pointing out that everybody should be treated under the rule of law equally. And also, no crime should be too small to go unpunished, We've got to get control.
Absolutely. Now, Nigel Farage on the same topic, Dame Andrea, he said last night in an interview, 6 or 7 Conservative MPs would have kept their seats if they crossed over to reform. I have to ask you, Dame Andrea, could that have meant you?
No, but look, I'm not a traitor who just leaves my party just because I don't like the leader. They're trying to get me to go over in Theresa May's time. I'll go down fighting, and I don't regret not going over, Martin. You know, I'll forge out a new life, and who knows, I could be back. But the fact is, I'm a Conservative, and I have Conservative values. Leaders come and go, but ultimately I'm a Conservative.
Well, I think a lot of people would like to see you back in politics. Dame Andrea Jenkyns, thank you very much for taking time on your holiday to speak to us here on GB News.